All right, y'all. Welcome back to Dead Spot Podcast. We here another episode. Got my brother Reg with me. We talking trade deadline last week was crazy, Reg. We had a lot of movement. We had a lot going on. We got a lot to get into. Let's jump right into it, bro. So, first move made. Kyrie to the Mavs. You know, Luka, my guy. So I'm thinking it's good. I'm thinking it's on. What you think about that trade? I know a lot of people hesitant about it, don't really like it. What side you lean on?
I like it. It's going to take time for them to mesh, but I like it, though. Luka got somebody that he could depend on.
Right.
Like, all right, go get a bucket for us. You know, I'm going to set you up. You know, I'm still Luka, but go get a bucket for us. You Kyrie. And I just seen a stat. They the first teammates ever, like basically in the first two games, to average 30 together.
See?
So it's just going to take time. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to take time because I watched the game last night. Last play of the game, and I feel like it was great defense, but they were still, now you shoot it, instead of just trying to get it up there. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's definitely going to be times like that, but once they get it all together, and I believe it's going to be together by playoffs, I feel like them two, I mean, they made the Western Conference Finals with Brunson last year.
Yeah.
So Kyrie, he got a ring. He been to a few finals. I feel like they're going to be all right.
And the thing is, too, bro, like, with the shot last night, I feel like it was a little bit of, well, first, the play got messed up when Brett tipped it to the backcourt.
Yep.
I felt J. Kidd should have damn near called a timeout because it didn't really seem like they had a lot set up. What it looked like they could do was have Luka catch it, Kyrie wrap around, he give it to him, and then Kyrie hit his little going to the right, which it would have looked like the play because where Kyrie was set up at. But once Luka had to go to the backcourt to get the ball, everything was threw off. Plus, you know, Luka don't got no problem putting that thing up.
He don't.
But Kyrie had 26 in the quarter. He was doing his Kyrie. He was going
That's
crazy.
what I'm saying.
So he gave him the rock thinking, you feel me? What I just told my boy Reese on Twitter, I think Kyrie was supposed to, at that point, bro, I cross over to the left and go away from Luka. He probably would have been able to get his shot up. But like you said, it was good defense. He came back towards Luka because it just was so much chaos. It wasn't no shot. They don't know who to take the shot. It wasn't that. It's just they didn't have one. Like
they didn't have a shot.
Ed was right there. He stayed, and he didn't bite hard enough for Kyrie to then come and get his shot off. He was right there. He gave it back. Jalen was right up in the brother's face, so it wasn't really much going on.
It wasn't much they could do.
For me, that's not really that big of a problem. Like the only problem I see with them still is they don't got a big.
Yeah, the front court. They was talking about trading Christian Wood, but I didn't understand that because he's actually been all right, but
he light the ass, but he don't.
You light JaVale, him,
and Powell, weak ass,
and Powell.
So they bro, Rudy Gobert went 9 for 9 last night for 21 points. So that's a problem when you look at some of the other teams and the way they build in the West. We'll get to that one team, but. Looking at that, that's really the only problem I see. Like, I like the way Josh Green been hooping. Bullock looking like he's feeling a little bit better in his role. Like you said, Woods is good offensively.
Just on that other side, I don't know.
Yeah, bro. They gonna have to go zone, or they talk about picking up LaMarcus Aldridge, which is another offensive player that's not really great on defense.
A great defender, never has been.
I don't really know where they look at for like rim protection. So that's the only thing that kind of give me pause. But everywhere else, it's like, even Pittsburgh been getting some minutes. He played defense. You got Harden. You got, they started Green now. Bringing Woods off the bench with this team, I think will be solid. They still trying to get his, you know what I'm saying, keep his stuff going consistently. I think they got everything you need, and they just need a big. I don't know if they could have found a way to turn. Now, if they could have turned Woods into Miles Turner or somebody.
And that would have been perfect.
But other than that, I didn't see no reason to get rid of Woods if you want to get the rim protection, because you're good from the other part. And then, like I tell people, bro, Kyrie had 26 in the quarter. Luka wasn't even look like he was doing too much. You look up, he got 33, 11, and 6. Luka is the new Bron. His numbers is automatic. It don't matter what the games look like. You gonna look up, he gonna have 30 every game,
every night.
So him and Kyrie, bro, that's not a problem, bro. The rim protection, the only problem I see, because your boy decided to move teams. And the Nets said, Y'all can keep everybody y'all got. Give us a couple wins, and we gonna rock out. What was the Nets thinking, bro? Not taking DeAndre Ayton. I'm telling you, if DeAndre Ayton went on the Suns, it'd be smoke. I don't know. Luka might can take him, but Ayton now to me is the difference maker because they don't have the rim protection. So, first off, two questions. First off, why do you think the Nets didn't ask for Ayton? And two, do you think that Monty Williams and the Suns is smart enough to really play through Ayton when you got a KD and D book? Because if they don't, that play into the Mavs' hand, in my opinion. They kind of got to feed Ayton and let him kind of just dominate. And what you think?
Well, number one question, I have no idea. It seems like, and you know, we could go back from the days of James Harden out there when we was like, all of a sudden he want to leave. Yeah. Why? Right. And then you picked up Ben Simmons after that, the guy who got more fouls and points right now.
Right.
And then you thought that was going to work. Then it just seems like, you know, they don't know what they're doing up there.
Yeah.
It just seems like Brooklyn basketball doesn't have an identity. Y'all just had, you know, that was the worst big three in NBA history. We all called it. We all said, I don't think they're going to get no title. Like, I just don't see it. Like, you know what I mean? But that doesn't mean you cannot continue to build around those three to get the title.
Yeah.
So for y'all not to ask back for Ayton for a superstar caliber player like Kevin Durant is baffling to the whole league. Yeah, I like Bridges. Bridges is cool. Who else they get?
Cam.
I like Cam. Cam is cool. But and then y'all got like 4 picks. None of that equals up to Kevin Durant. Now, if you would have threw Ayton in that mix with that package, all right, maybe we got somewhere we could talk.
Yeah.
But other than that, no. And then the second question, I believe, yes, I believe Ayton has to be the third option. I believe that it should be Kevin Durant, Booker, Ayton, Chris Paul. And when the trade happened, I made the tweet, it's really now or never for Chris Paul. Because Chris Paul has always been at least a number 1 or a number 2 option on every team he's played for. Now, all you really got to be is John Stockton. Yeah. Find the open pass. Find the open man. Play great defense. You still could do that. Yeah. If you can't get it done now, especially with Kevin Durant on your team, you're never going to get one.
You're a jinx, my boy. Get it done with this squad. You got 2 of the best scorers our league has right now. The best scorer we probably ever seen almost. And in D Book, one of the best young scorers. He known to get a bucket. So, I mean, I was sick about it, bro. Because it's like, then you look at the rest of their roster. I'm looking at their lineup. Payne finna come back. Shannon finna come back. Then they just picked up Ross. They stole it.
They just picked up Ross.
Now you got TJ Warren, who I still think is a bucket.
Mm-hmm.
They also don't have a backup big, though. So the only thing the Mavs can really do is try to come out and attack Ayton and get him in foul trouble. But it's going to have to be from guard play because they don't have bigs that can really do it. Woods could, but Woods don't even start right now. So it's like, get him out early. Like, Luka got to be right at his chest. Kyrie got to be right at, like, they're going to be in attack mode to kind of even it out a little bit. And the people like, who could guard KD? Bro, we've been asking that question for 15 years.
15 years.
Nobody can guard KD.
Nobody's guarding that man.
You don't even need to worry about shit like that. He's a 30 pop. But Luka's a 30 pop to cancel out that 30. Then you got the book, and if Kyrie hooping, they could kind of, you know. So it's like, it's really all on 8 because CP3, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
He been kind of off this year. So it's like, but they really stacked. But when you look at the Mavs team, I'm not really seeing that much depth. At some point, they're going to start throwing Morris out there. I ain't going to lie.
Yeah, they're going to have to.
Even though he ain't that, like, whatever. But he got to be out there.
He a body.
And he physical.
Yeah.
And they need his toughness. But then, bro, so them 2 teams, what do you think about? So Denver got rid of Bones Highland. Added Reggie Jackson. Bones went to the Clippers. What do you think about? How you feeling about Denver?
I mean, Denver's still the best team to me right now, just because we We haven't seen Phoenix play. That's my only argument to it. You know, like they didn't really do nothing, honestly. Y'all got a veteran point guard and got rid of a younger guy. That's really it. Like, you know what I mean? But I feel like, you know, Jokic is like, he looks unstoppable right now. He's getting triple doubles in 2 quarters. And he's shooting 60% every time he do it. Like, so, you know, you got to deal with him. But once Phoenix get it going, I don't know how they could be stopped right now. I don't see it. It's tough.
Yeah.
If Phoenix could get it going like we all think they're going to get it going, I believe they're going to be the NBA champions this year.
So the Suns look like they coming out. So Denver right now, until you see the Suns, is
best team in the West, second best team in the league.
Okay, so you think so right now, based on what you see from the Mavs, you would still take the Nuggets to beat them.
Yeah.
And then what about the Clippers though? Because we was both high on the Clippers before the season. Now
I got to see a little more from Kawhi. It looks like Kawhi's starting to get back to Kawhi that we know.
Yeah.
So you know, they can keep that going.
Kawhi in the San Antonio that Raptor year, he get back to, let's say he get back to being top 5 player in the league. Like, not saying he gonna beat, but like back to playing at that level.
With the coaching they got in Ty Lue, and then it also depends on PG. I need PG to get back to let's not say OKC days, but somewhere in the mix, like, you know, the PG that we know.
Right.
If he could get back to that, then it's gonna be an exciting playoffs.
It's deep right now.
It's deep.
But you got them 4 teams. You still got Memphis, who said Josh said he ain't worried about the West.
And look what happened.
You got the Warriors. Your Warriors.
We gonna get into them too.
Let's get into them. How you feeling about them, bro? You know, they your guy, but the Warriors is your squad.
The Warriors is my team, but we all know when Steph get hurt, it goes downhill every year.
Yeah.
So I like, you know, hopefully Steph get back in time where he can ramp it up and, you know, he get back to being Steph or whatever. But I don't know. Play in, AC, somewhere in that mix. Because we can't win no road games. We're terrible on the road.
Yeah.
So that tells me right there, you're not finishing no higher than 6.
Right.
So I don't know. It's just wait and see approach. I like that we got GP back. I also like that Wiseman is in Detroit because Wiseman did not fit our timeline. I'm sorry. Right. And for everybody saying we picked the wrong guy.
Let's talk about it.
Y'all said we should have picked LaMelo. In my opinion, LaMelo will be in the same position that Jordan Poole is in today.
Right.
Because you're not starting over Steph and you're not starting over Clay. Where are you going to fit on that team?
Thank you. Okay. And you're not starting all 3 of them.
And to me, I believe when you play a wing, you have to be a defender. LaMelo's not a defender at all.
No.
So where are you fitting on this team? You're the 6th man. So I say that to say, yes, I was big on Wiseman because we needed a big. It didn't pan out. I believe he's going to have a better career in Detroit.
Yep.
But in hindsight, you should have traded the picks and got a veteran, a superstar. PG was around that time. There's a few names out there that could have helped us win immediately instead of a draft approach. Like, you know what I mean?
Hey, and that's what always be tough, like when teams like y'all, that's like you have one down year and then you come back, but it's like you still feel like you're a championship contender. It's hard to really mix in rookies to that. Like, like even Mike Brown and Sack, they not a championship team, but they doing good right now. So he was even talking about how Keegan Murray, like, he don't got the same leeway as some of these other guys that's on teams that got 15 wins, 50 games.
Yeah.
It's like they shoot, it don't matter. They gonna just keep getting up shots. Keegan Murray on the 3rd seed in the West. So it's like, hey, bro, if you make a mistake, we got to bench you.
Yeah.
Wiseman, like, no way with Steph getting older, Clay getting older, Dre, they're not even gonna be there next year. You can't keep waiting on his development. But I also feel, bro, it was a misuse of him. Like, they was trying to turn, because he looked like a traditional big body, big shot, like, but he's not, bro. He's a pick and roll to the basket, get a bucket off the dribble. Like, Catching the mid post, 15 foot, might hit the jumper.
Mhm.
Like, why was they trying to just post him up like a regular?
Like he was Shaq.
It didn't make no sense, bro. Like, if you watch his tape from the few games he played at college, he only played like 3-4 games.
He only played a few games at Memphis.
Then you got to go back to the high school tape. Where is the tape of him just being a traditional back-to-the-back basketball player the whole game? That's not what he is, bro. This is a new day. He more like a Chris Bosh
Bosh, Garnett, even Aldridge. He's
Yeah.
in that tier right there.
He looked like a Shaq and them, but he Aldridge. That's the perfect thing. Like, and that could have fit for what the Warriors was doing. So that's why I don't know what was the whole let's make him a traditional big or else we gonna not play him at all. Like, that didn't really make no sense.
Mm-mm.
And then on top of that, the Warriors were saying last year, and I was telling people, like, it's hard to do. They like, oh yeah, man, the Warriors, we finna develop our young talent and still win a championship. It's hard to do both, bro.
It's them two different timelines. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's like
Kuminga's still on the team, but he's growing.
right.
Like, you know what I mean? Wiseman really wasn't growing. He got hurt. He can't.
Yeah.
You can't grow when you don't know how to play a game that doesn't fit to what you do.
And it's like, bro, in the NBA we live in now, it's a little harder for bigs to adjust than guards, like, or wings.
Yeah.
Like, the game is set up for wings and guards to be successful from jump right away. First game. It's not really set up nowadays because it ain't a lot of post up. It ain't a lot of big man like attention. Like, outside of Embiid, Jokic, I guess you could throw Giannis in there because he a big or whatever, but it ain't really that much attention on him. It ain't that many plays run for them. It ain't that many, like, what's going to be good to make you good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the focus of the NBA today. So it takes a little bit longer. That's why it's like looking at him in Detroit with all that young talent they got. And it's like, bro, Cade getting hurt. If he could come back healthy next year and get back to what I think he could be, this was the best thing for them, bro.
This is the best thing for him.
Killian Hayes was struggling. He been doing better in this role. Ivy been growing. Durant been hooping.
Yeah.
He got better. They just got rid of Sadiq Bey. That's cool. He wasn't going to be like they needed a little bit better player than him anyway. So it's like they leave the spot open. They finna get a top pick in the draft. Whether it's, I think it's either got to be the big. We can talk about this on another episode though, but I do not think that Scoot is a lock second pick in the draft, bro.
I've been watching. I don't think so either.
And it's not even just based off, but it's based off of your position, bro.
It's not his talent though. That's the thing. It's not his talent.
Everybody just don't need a point. Like, if Detroit had the second pick, why would
they're not picking him up? I'm sorry. You're not going guard 3 years in a row.
No. 4 years in a row. They
4 years in a row.
The year before that.
Yeah, 4 years in a row. Not happening.
You need a wing. They need the bigger twin, the one that plays small forward, not the one that play guard. Or my boy Cam Whitmore. I'm telling you, bro, they sleep on Cam. They gonna say, oh, he shouldn't be that high. And then when he come out going crazy, bro, he gonna be a plug and play guy day one. A wing that's gonna fill that spot that Bridges was supposed to fill if he would have came over Miles Bridges. You look at Wiseman, you look at Durant, you look at Ivy K. Now you fit one of them twins, or you fit Cam into that. You still got Bagley. You still got who else they got? They got a few more people. Killian Hayes will be off the bench. They got a pretty.
They got pieces.
Got enough to kind of start building something, bro. And like Draymond said on his pod, you kind of got to be on a team that fits your timeline. And that's at any level of hoop, bro. It's all about opportunity. It's all about the fit for you. Oh, brother, never mind. They still got Bogdanovich, bro. They didn't give up.
They didn't get rid of him.
Come on, bro. So when you look at Ivy, K, Bogdanovich, Stewart, Wiseman, or maybe bringing Wiseman off the bench and bringing in Vic. Come on, bro. Corey Joseph, a cool little vet. They got Burks, cool little vet. Diallo, you know what I'm saying?
And with all that young talent, there's going to be certain vets that want to go to Detroit just to mold the young people. Exactly. Like, say Draymond don't work out. Draymond like, I'm done. Yeah. And he go to Detroit. That's a great fit.
Great fit, bro.
Now I'm about to teach Durant. I'm about to teach Wiseman some more. Like, you know what I mean? They pick up Victor. Hey, Victor, get bigger, get stronger in the gym. Then I'm going to teach you all these defensive mentalities where to be at on the floor. Yep. It's going to work.
The Depending on if they, as long as they make the right pick in the draft, bro, they to the offs next year.
They to the offs next year. I thought it was this year. This was the growing year for them. I give them a year, 2 tops. They're gonna be in the playoffs.
Yeah, they there, bro. You look at Killian Hayes, he averaging 10 and 6. Ivy averaging 15 and 5. Durant averaging 8 and 8 right now. Stewart averaging 11 and 8. Bogdan averaging 21, 3 and 3. These are solid numbers, bro. Like, it's a bunch of little pieces trying to get more together, and you got your 2 best players hopefully coming. Kane, we hoping. But you bring Wiseman over there, bro, and let him compete. And the style they run, they not running no traditional back to the back. Stewart get his couple post up, but even he be outside trying to shoot.
So, Wiseman gonna look like a totally different player out there. I can't wait till I'm gonna watch the first game Wiseman play in a Detroit uniform. I just want to see what they're gonna do. Is he gonna be out there 15-footer, jumper, pick and pop, pick and roll to the basket? Like,
I think he gonna hoop, bro.
I think he gonna hoop.
I think he really gonna hoop. Wait, since we moved to the East, though, so look, the top teams in the East didn't really do too much, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody really made moves. Well, the Bucks got Crowder, which I think they really needed some wing defense because they be out there with Matthews and them, bro, trying to guard the wings, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Solid pick. I'm a bigger Crowder guy than a lot of people, though. I ain't gonna lie. And then Boston would have got Mike Muscala.
Mm-hmm.
Philly didn't really do. They got rid of Tobias.
They got rid of Matisse. I don't know what they got for him, though.
Who did they get from Matisse? They ended up going with I know
it was the deal with the Blazers. I just don't know what it was for. Was it for picks or that one slips my mind.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember who they picked up for Buddy. But looking at the little few move that was made, though, who are you looking at? Like, who you feeling good about in the East right now? If you had to make a decision on who coming out right now,
probably Boston. It's either Boston or Milwaukee. All right. Right now, I feel like it's a 2-man race. I'm not too sure. Like, Philly been hooping. I'm not gonna say they haven't, but we all know what Doc Rivers do in the playoffs. So that's another story for another day. But if I had to put my money on it, it'd probably be Milwaukee coming out the East this year.
Okay, so now I need you to pick one, though. They get their rematch on. Middleton healthy. The Celtics healthy. Obviously, Jaylen Brown out right now. He'll be back. Everything will be cool.
They've been hooping. Boston been hooping. If I had to pick, though, probably Milwaukee.
Oh, you going Milwaukee?
I probably have to go with Giannis.
I thought you was going to take the Celtics. I got Milwaukee, too, bro. I ain't going to lie. Looking at what Giannis is, bro, Giannis is crazy. Tatum is raw. Jaylen Brown is raw, but I really feel like adding Middleton back into the mix is a huge difference. Shout out my brother Bear. Me and him, we be talking our shit about Middleton for years, but for what he do for that team, and just looking at the shot selection that Drew Holiday had to take, bro, because Middleton wasn't out there, he felt he had to be a scoring option.
Yeah.
That is not his role. He was throwing up some bullshit last playoffs. Like, bro, I couldn't believe what I was almost watching from him.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like he needs to get back into his role with Middleton there. You take a couple bad shots here and there, but he was just chucking last year.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I think they coming out, bro. I'm still I don't know who coming out the West yet, though. I'm still a little bit, like you said, we got to see the Suns.
Got to see them.
I know everybody. I know you just said the Nuggets. Shout out Pete. He said the Nuggets, but I just can't believe in them yet. I just need to, because it's like, I feel like Jokic, we got to see it, though, bro. But I feel like his game in the off could kind of be figured out because he's a big.
Yeah.
He played like Luka, but like, with you being a center, it kind of throw it off a little bit. Like, so it's like, it's really like kind of on Murray. Like, Murray got to get back to what he was doing.
Murray, Michael Porter been balling. Aaron Gordon been balling.
They all got
but I have not seen – I've seen Murray ball in the playoffs. Yeah. But the Aaron Gordons, the Michael Porters, playoffs is a different animal.
Hell you.
So, that them, they were saying Aaron Gordon was a fringe all-star this year.
Right. Millie
So,
Moore.
it's tough. Like, I don't know if your game right now is going to translate to the playoffs, but only time will tell. That's why I say with Phoenix, we've seen it done with all these guys.
Yeah.
Ayton, he was looking terrible in the finals against Giannis. Couldn't grab a rebound. He was like scared. Like, I don't know if that happens again.
I still say, I don't care what nobody say, that was Monty Williams' fault. You don't leave your young center on the best player in the world and say we gonna ISO and let him just dunk on him play after play after play. What the fuck? Of course his confidence was shook.
He was
shook. Every play by the best player in the world. Make an adjustment. Anything. Make him the help guy. I will stand on that for the rest of my life. And it's been beef ever since Monty and Ayton. Ayton don't like him since that series, bro. Everybody It's been beef ever since. Tell you.
But I think now, he learned from that.
Yeah.
I believe he learned from that. I believe he got better in the offseason. Because we're not the only ones. Everybody else was talking about him too. Grab a rebound. What you doing?
Right.
I feel like he's gonna be, now, especially now that you got KD on the team. I feel like there's no room for error on this team. Y'all deep. It's just all about how y'all gonna mesh. That's it for me.
But then, if you look at past the Giannis series, though, even last year, bro, he kind of started getting unplayable against the man, which I don't know if it was like just him and Monty stuff had got so bad. Like,
I think him and Monty got real bad, but also, Chris Paul, and that's another thing. That's why I love this trade, because Chris Paul now slides to the fourth option. You don't really need to do much. You can throw up 10 shots a game, be efficient, and pass the ball to everybody else. I believe y'all will win by 20.
Yeah. So it's like I don't know, bro. It's like you said, bro. But in this situation for CP3, right? If he get this ring, and let's say obviously KD probably is the favorite to win Finals MVP because he's Kevin. D Book will be the second option, of course. KD probably 30-something. D Book 25 plus. Say, hey, like I said, for him to get there, they go ahead and got to do his thing. If CP come out and he go 8 points, 8 assists, what do that do for him? Like all time, because like to me, bro, I look at Chris Paul as one of the biggest chokers in NBA history, and I'm a Chris Paul fan. But since we doing the pod, bro, we got to be unbiased. He got the most O2 series blown leads. He the most talent that they won. What do this ring do for him in more of a role player role than, like you said, a second option, first option type of?
I would kind of put his basically like the same career Jason Kidd had. Remember J Kidd, first option, making it to the finals back-to-back years, lost both. Yeah. J Kidd is one of the greatest point guards of all time. But when he got back to Dallas, he was a role player. You had Dirk, you had Tyson, you had Caron Butler, Jason Terry, blah. I feel like it'll be the same thing. Like, I got one. That's all that really mattered to me now. Like, I got one. I did everything in this league that you can do except win a ring. You know what I mean? So I kind of feel like that's how he feel. Like, I don't believe it'll, like, diminish his legacy. Things like people younger than us, they'll probably be like, oh, well, blah, blah this, blah, blah that. That's just because they really didn't get to watch him.
Yeah.
But I believe, it just cements him like, yeah, I got a ring. Like, can't nobody talk about me now. Like, I've done it all. I got me a ring. What else is there to do?
I look at it because it's like, because, I got CP, where I got him on my PG list. I got him 6th. But really, he could be 5. Because, like, bro, it'd be tough for me, bro, because I throw Big O in there because I just really love Big O game. But then I don't rank players like Bill Russell and them but I fuck with Big O. So it's like, it's kind of hard. So, like, if I took Big O out, he get that 5th spot because I got, obviously, Magic, Steph. I go with the top 3. I think that's a lock. Then I go Big O, J Kidd, CP3. Due to the fact like you said, bro, them 2 finals. Even though he lost, I mean, bro, he ran up against Shaq and Kobe, and then he had to go up against TD.
And then the next year was Tim Duncan. Like,
The same that swept Bron a few years later. You know what I'm saying?
like,
And J Kidd had damn near about the same team as LeBron had. You feel
yeah.
me? It's kind of tough, bro. Because like I be trying, like I would really have to sit down and go through it. Because it's like, to me, them finals hold big weight. Because it's like the same thing Steve Nash tried to do. Like he went to the Suns, they went to the top seed in their conference, but he couldn't get over the hump. J Kidd was able to get there twice. And with your point, like, how many teams can we even say with the PG as the best player led them to the finals? You got Steph,
Of course.
Kidd, Isaiah,
Kidd, Isaiah,
obviously,
Magic. But after that, the list gets short.
because even when Big O won, even though he was killing, he was still the second option to Kareem.
Kareem was the best player on the team.
His numbers was right there, though. He was hooping, though, but obviously you're not better than Kareem. So it's like for him to be on that small list of PGs that have been able to lead his team to the finals, because it's a big man league, but even today where it's still a wings league, like it might not be a center league, but it's still a 6'7" to 6'10" person league.
Mm-hmm.
Dominate for the most part outside of like a Steph. So it's like that's the only thing that kind of get me there for him. That's why I was hoping he kind of got that ring a couple years ago against Giannis. Like he was the second option, but it was still the case for him to be in the top guy. Like, I don't know, bro. It's kind of hard for me to really necessarily move him ahead of Kidd off of this if they was to get this ring. But I don't really, because like even
Gary Payton too.
Gary Payton led his team. He was better than Sean Kemp.
Yeah. Defensive player of the year that year. Yeah.
He was him. Yeah. Okay, so like 5 of them. It's like
About
5.
Like, but that's within the last 30 years. Like,
Right.
You know what I mean?
So it's like, damn, bro. I don't know. And I love Chris Paul, bro.
Yeah,
But I feel like it's tough though. Like, I definitely need to just get rid of Big O, bro, because he played so long ago and just let them both. Let's just rock out. But I think it would have to be like a 5A, 5B type of situation.
Something like that, yeah.
Like I tell people, bro, and it's not a big deal if you got CP over J, but to me, bro, I just feel like J Kidd was just him, bro. Like if you look at the way people talk, like it was, oh, bro, you got J Kidd, you got action. Like it's like he was the savant, like point guard, like of the 2000s. Like
before we known Russell Westbrook to be the triple-double machine that he was, that was J Kidd first.
Yeah.
And J Kidd wasn't athletic. He wasn't dunking on nobody. J Kidd would get you 10, 12, and 15. like, you know what I mean? Like, it was like him and Rondo games was kind of like the same, kind of like, you know what I mean? Pass first guy. Can't really shoot the ball, but he will hit it when he get hot.
Yeah.
But come on, man. J Kidd one of the best to me.
And the thing is, bro, like, that's why it's hard to debate with, like, because some of the people I be dating be a little younger or whatever. Some of my guys on Twitter I be talking to, it's like, oh, his stats wasn't this and that. Oh, his stat, like a lot of people used to say KG stats wasn't like AD better than KG because of the stat. It's like, bro, you kind of got to watch the game, bro. It was a different era back there. Like J Kidd might only have 11 points, 15 assists, 12 rebounds, but be plus 25, plus 30, like really dominating the game, bro, from just the overall taking over, controlling the whole pace, controlling what your team do, controlling what our team do. And, bro, he couldn't really shoot, but he's still like top 5 in threes. Top 6. So it's like
he's doing all that and he's locking you up on the other end of the floor.
Clapping you.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it definitely be tough with debates when people, because there's certain people who just, they probably start watching basketball 2010, Miami LeBron days. Like, you know what I mean? So they only could really go off stats from the decade prior to that.
Yeah.
And they don't really have context of the debate.
Right. Because if you look at a lot of the guards then, bro, like even like the scoring guards, like BD and them, like they was averaging 17, 18, because it just wasn't the thing for Pete, like for the, like how the new day was Steph averaging 30, Dame would give you 30, Russ could give you 30. Like Steve Nash even come out and be like, yeah, man, like that just wasn't the way we played. Like, I
Yeah.
look now watching Steph practice and looking at some of my film, like, I could have been taking way more shots.
Yeah.
You kind of got to, like, that's why it's kind of hard to compare errors, but you kind of got to have a little bit, add the context in to fully give you the picture.
Can you imagine like a BD, a Stephon Marbury, Steve Francis, like them the three I could think of off the top of my head right now. In this era, they'd be averaging 30.
Going crazy.
Easy.
Crazy, bro. And it's like, that's what you can't really like just say, oh, well, they didn't do it. So, but it's like, that wasn't the way it was set up, bro.
Allen Iverson was 5'11", averaging 30 back then.
Yeah.
I believe he'd be averaging about 35, anywhere 33, 35. You can't touch him. He little. He gonna get all the calls. Like, you know what I mean?
Like, it would be crazy, bro. It would be crazy. And then looking at like you were saying, like even the Rondos, like they was getting 12, 13 assists when niggas wasn't even really shooting like that. Now everybody them niggas are there to be having 18, 20 assists a game.
Nightly.
Like, bro, you kicking it, it's spread out. Teams is running 5 out or 4 out, 1 in. Everything pick and roll. Bro, imagine it, like every play, bro, in the NBA now, you pretty much just get a screen until you get the matchup you like.
Mm-hmm.
Luka literally stand at the top and got him. And then he go to work. Like, that's literally the whole way the offense is run nowadays.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's just tough, bro. I don't know. Like, it's interesting to see like how the playoffs go. If he just like if CP just kind of like owned the team and it's like kind of how Peyton got carried to that last one with the Broncos.
Mm-hmm.
He literally was just on the team. Like you can't you say Peyton got credit for that, but we know.
Like Peyton made some plays here and there.
Yeah.
But for the most part, he got carried by that defense. Like,
so it's like if it's something like that, then it'd be like, but if he hooping, like, and he still making, like, we'll see, bro. I'm just not even. I don't know, bro. It's tough because at some point, bro, Luka finna just do his thing, bro. At some point, he gonna crack through. I just win, bro. But it's like them already having that rivalry with the Suns. Like him and D Book don't really get along. Could he carry him past? Like, what percentage you give him to get past the Suns? If like, what you think, bro? He got any shot?
Like he got a shot because he's Luka. I believe. Okay, I kind of put it like, you remember when Bron beat the Pistons to get to the finals?
Yeah,
it'd be somewhere in that like, you know what I mean? Like he's Luka. Yeah, he going to get some dogs, but I can't count him out, especially when he got Kyrie on his end too.
Right.
Like I can't count him out. I can't, I ain't gonna give you a percentage because I don't know, but I believe he got a shot for sure.
My boy Reese said, I asked him his order. He said he got, let me go back and find it. Do you agree with this? The top 4 teams in the West. He said the Suns the best team, Clippers would be second, Nuggets third, and then the Mavs would be the 4th team. All healthy. That's it.
All healthy?
He said all 4 of them teams got a chance to get to the finals, but that would be his order. Suns, Clippers, Nuggets, Mavs.
Okay, if the Suns mesh how I think they're going to mesh, I get them the number 1 shot. I'm not counting out the Nuggets. They've been balling all year. We're going to see what they do playoff time or whatever. And then the last 2 was the Clippers. I'm gonna put the Mavs before I put the Clippers, just because the Mavs was in the Western Conference Finals last year.
Yeah.
And then the Clippers, I mean, I like Ty Lue. I still got his, I've been seeing meshes of old Kawhi back, so that's a plus. But I don't know. I don't know right now. Not with them 3. I like the teams though. The 4 teams is correct.
Yeah.
I don't really believe in Memphis. I believe Memphis need more. And and we see it all the time. The teams that talk, they don't do nothing.
Yeah.
Memphis talking like they won 3 championships.
Yeah, they talking greasy. And Ja just he over, and I like Ja, bro, but
Ja Raw, I like Ja.
You overdoing it.
but you're overdoing it though.
Yeah.
You talking about you? I'm fine in the West. What makes you think that? You didn't make it out the second round last year,
Right.
but you're fine in the West. It just doesn't make sense.
Hey, and Draymond said the teams look good, but it's the Warriors Invitational until further notice. What you thinking?
And I respect that, Dre. I do. But the superstar of the team is hurt right now, and we don't know how long he gonna be till he get back.
Yeah.
So until then, just keep afloat. That's all I can really say about my team. Keep afloat until our boy get back, and then and then it might be hell to pay after that.
Right.
But till then, just keep afloat.
So if Steph come back healthy, it's like what? You like your chances against
anybody? I like us because we the NBA champs from last year. I like us.
Yeah.
Wiseman, he gone. We got GP2 back, which is a great move. Hopefully he healthy because I done seen the Blazers little report. They were trying to hide shit under the table, which is weird.
Now they saying it's the Warriors that was hiding some shit under the
table.
They said the Warriors was on some funny shit. The Warriors said 3 months, that was a month. I heard the Warriors. Word on the street is y'all pull some bullshit. I don't know. That's what I heard.
I don't know. Well, I see it's some fishy business going on, but hopefully GP2 is what he's supposed to be, what we know him to do, lock somebody ass up. I've been saying this shit for about 2-3 years now. Pull defense. Yeah, that's all you need.
That shit bad.
Defense. That's all. That's it. And also another thing I noticed about Poole, he's inconsistent.
Yeah,
we need that shot to really get consistent. One day you might give us 40, the next day you might give us 8. That's not gonna work,
bro. But why? Like, what the fuck? I didn't see it happen, but I've never seen a player that hot and cold coming off the like. Start mean that much to you, bro?
That's what I'm saying. Like, what's going on? Like, are you gonna do that when you start for a majority of the time? Because it's so even keel with you. Like, I give you 40, and he'll shoot a great game giving us 40. Then that next day is 8 points, 3 for 14. Like, what's going on?
Like, what the fuck? I don't know, bro. It's a lot of questions. Like what you said, bro. Y'all is the Warriors, so it's like we can't count y'all out. But I feel like this year, bro, it might be tough.
It might be tough. We don't have that. We're everybody who we know for the Warriors, Steph, Clay, Draymond, they all on the other end of 30.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? This is like, if this was 2016, 2017, I'd be like, man, we gonna be back. Right? But we got all this young talent. We got teams that's, KD like, shit, Kyrie gone, I'm gone. Which I didn't think it was gonna happen like that, though. I'm just being honest. I thought the KD trade was gonna happen in the offseason. That happened 2 days after.
I'm sick. Talking about they love KD, so they wanted to give him what he wanted. You bitch ass. I mean, you punks, like, bro, that had me hot. He don't need to get what he want, bro. Let him post up.
I'm like, but hey, I mean, we ain't getting to the Lakers. I like the moves. I do. Because y'all needed help.
We definitely overlooked them.
But y'all got depth now. I like it. But as far as a championship, I don't know about no championship.
Millie was supposed to come on here, but Millie said that the Lakers are in contention for a championship with the moves they made. What you think, Red?
I don't know. Okay, the last time we seen the Lakers win the title was the bubble year, right?
Yep.
They had Rondo. They had depth. They got depth now. Have we ever seen D'Angelo Russell play in the playoffs? Was it last year?
No, a couple years ago with the Nets before they got.
Oh, with the Nets. Yep, that's right. I don't know about D'Lo. I like the names. Don't get me wrong. They got D'Lo. They got Vanderbilt. They got Beasley.
Yeah, shooters. They need some
shooters. I like it. Put shooters around Brian. I like it.
Right.
Can AD stay healthy? We don't know.
And he been a hit or miss. He came out before the injury, hooping. Came out after the injury,
Yeah.
Looking a little suspect.
I know they just got rid of Thomas Bryant. Who's they 5?
They got rid of Thomas Bryant for.
I know they sent him to like the Nuggets, I want to say.
They got Devon Reed and who is they bigs now? Let me go look. Bro, but it might be too late for them, bro. They already Bron out. They said that they didn't do a good job like taking care of his ankle.
Mm-hmm.
They started AD at the 5.
AD don't even like playing the 5. That's the cold part.
They got AD, Achimura, Brown, Schroeder, and D'Angelo. So when Brown come back, he probably going for Schroeder.
Yeah. So that'd be AD, Bron. I will put AD, Hachimura, Bron at his natural position of 3. Schroeder starting with D'Angelo. I like the names. I just don't know.
Oh, it's probably Mo Bamba on the team.
Oh, Bamba. Yep.
He out right now, so he'll probably
be out right now.
So they'll probably go Bamba, Dave, AD, Bron, D'Angelo, and maybe Brown.
Mm-hmm.
A little shooting. Or maybe Beasley later on as the season kind of go along. One of them one of the shooters got to mix in there.
Mm-hmm.
Off the bench, solid defender. You know what I'm saying? Some people say he played a 3. I think he's more of a 4.
And I don't like how they did my boy Russ either. I'm not a fan of that.
Okay, so here go my time to shine.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
They got my boy Russ twisted. First off, dude on there talking about, oh, he a vampire and oh, he just cursed the team. Bruh, was Russ not professional the whole time he was there?
Way. You want me to be on the bench? I'll be on the bench.
You want me to play less minutes? Cool. You want to bring Pat Beverly, who I got beef with for the last 10 years? Cool. I'm going to be cool with him. Texting him, invite him to his house for dinner, doing whatever he could to make it work. Bron, anything they asked of him, he did it. Did he play his best ball? No. But I think he was playing decent as of late.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody holding on to that first year. Yeah, the first year was horrible. You didn't see me defend Russ at all last year.
Mm-hmm.
But to say he was cancerous to the team, or to say he wasn't a good teammate, or to say, dude said he didn't buy in. How did he not buy into his role? What more could he have done to buy into the 6-man role?
Nothing.
What do we like? Shit that they be saying about Russ, bro. And right now at this point, it's just for clickbait.
Yeah.
They know if they talk shit about Russ, Harden, KD, them type of players, the masses on Twitter and Instagram, they gonna eat it up. But Russ, bro, got so much unfair criticism, especially when you look at, and I asked some of my Laker partners, like, bro, so if AD was healthy last year, would y'all make the playoffs? Oh, hell yeah. So how is it all Russ' fault that y'all missed the playoffs?
How's it Russ' fault?
What are you talking about?
Like, we all know Russ could never shoot.
Yeah.
Ever. Like,
that was never his.
There's not one point in Russ's career from OKC to Washington to Houston.
Yeah.
He never shot the ball like that.
Bro.
If he's hot, he'll pull it.
Yeah.
But as a jump, no, never.
That's never been his game. And he's made it to top 75 player in NBA history without it.
Without it.
So it's like, bro, when they first did it, bro, Reg, we was talking. I'm like, bro, Bron won't Russ. He finna ruin Russ' career. Due to the fact his fans give him no blame for nothing that go on in the world. So it's like, oh, it got to be Russ. Oh, it's all Russ. Like, they wasn't going to be a good fit regardless, bro.
Mm-mm.
That wasn't, so it's like, blame Bron for Woden, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That make no sense. So it's like, neither one of them, like, Russ is kind of like, I say this all the time, like, Russ is like the mini Bron with less basketball IQ. Like, he just, like, they kind of play the same. It's like the same build, the same one of triple-double, hella athletic, but he just, like, have the ability to control the game like Bron because he just don't have that level of out-of-this-world IQ. But where the fuck did you see the fit? They didn't have that many shooters from jump. Where was he supposed to come in and make a key impact?
It wasn't him.
Blame Russ. I mean, blame Bron and blame the front office for listening to Bron.
Yeah.
When Bron made a dumb decision.
Yeah.
That ain't Russ, bro. You can't just bring it like you can't just bring somebody in and expect it because of the names to just fit. Hoop is about how do you mesh? How do you play? What do you do to bold off of the best player's strengths? There's not one thing that Russ do that really bold towards Bron's strengths. Then what they was telling us, Rams, I gotta go back and find the pod. Bron gonna play off ball. Bron gonna play wing. Bron gonna be playing on the wing the whole time. Cap. And I told you from jump, that shit sound good. They lying to us, Rams.
They lying.
When did Bron play off ball?
I've never seen it.
We've been in the league for 20 years, bro. We old enough to know we was alive for his whole career.
Yes.
When we were 7, 8, 9 years old when Brady came into the league. So you can't just fool us like we don't know his whole career.
Mm-hmm.
He never played off ball. So he gonna play off ball in year 20 for Russ, and he wouldn't do it for D Wade. He wouldn't do it for Kyrie. He wouldn't do it for this player or that. But he gonna do it for Russ after just lead the league in assists.
Mm-mm.
That didn't even make no sense, bro. They was lying to themselves and then blamed it all on Russ. Like,
that's crazy.
And like I said, bro, it ain't like Russ don't get no blame. He wasn't playing like he was supposed to.
He wasn't playing good. He wasn't playing but he was playing decent enough for him not to be the scapegoat.
For the whole situation.
For the whole team. I've never heard the sixth man of the team be a scapegoat for the whole season. Never heard of it.
That's crazy. It's like, bro, I done had niggas NBA games where the game I went to against the Mavs when I went to LA, bro literally had like 27. I think he had like 8 assists. He was hooping. They like, see, this nigga Russ. I'm like, did you watch the game or did they just lose and you blame Russ? What did Russ do this game that was like, and they like, it's shit is always Russ. I need a reason, bro. You can't just say I was literally at the game. It was not his fault. He was hooping. He was their best player on the court that night.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, it's just a simple fact of Russ is the person we can talk about. And, bro, every Bron team need that one guy that's like, when shit go left, we blaming him. J.R. Smith in the finals, he got the rebound and went out. They lost game 1. They blamed the whole series on him like they wasn't getting smoked regardless. It was over regardless. Like J.R. said, bro, how many games we won after that? We didn't win none? Okay. If I'd have made that shot and we'd have won that game, will we have won some more? Or that would have led to the next game or what? Because we got our ass whipped moving forward. So what are we talking about here, bro? Like, the shit don't make no sense, bro. I knew it was bad from jump. I hated it. I knew it wasn't gonna be good. Now, Russ, I don't know if he's gonna get bought out by Utah or if he's gonna stick with Utah or what.
That's what they were saying. They were saying it's gonna be a potential buyout. So I believe it's either gonna be Miami or the Clippers.
Yeah.
I believe them the next 2 spots. One of them are going for Russ.
I wouldn't at this point, bro. My Heat struggling so much. If he had come, I don't even care no more, bro. I
believe Russ is gonna be playing better ball in either one of those situations.
Yep.
Honestly. Kyle Lowry sucks. He's old, he's fat. He don't do it no more. It's over with for Kyle Lowry. I'm sorry. You put Russ out there, Russ gonna find shooters.
At least he gonna bring some energy to the team.
He got another dog. He got 2 dogs with Bam and Jimmy.
Yeah.
If you go to the Clippers, PG was in MVP talks. The last time he was in MVP talks, he played with Russell Westbrook.
Hello.
You got Kawhi Leonard with
PG already asking for him to come. So my thing is, bro, everybody say Russ a bad teammate, but you've never heard a teammate say anything bad about Russ.
You know what that remind me of, though?
Who?
T.O. Honestly.
Let's talk about it, man.
That remind me of T.O.
Everybody say he had cancer in the media, but talk to their team. Oh, no, he was that guy. He was cool. He was da-da-da. What? Like, I don't get it, bro. I really don't get why the media just pick their guys and then just run with that.
And run with that whole narrative.
Because, bro, even when you look at KD, bro, leaving Russ, it wasn't him leaving. He, on his burner account, the tweet that he came out and said that he meant to do on the burner account, let you know it wasn't Russ' fault.
It wasn't Russ. It was everybody else.
That's what he said, man. It was Kevin Durant and Russ, and then what? Like they had nobody else. It didn't say it was Russ. It said it was Kevin Durant, Russ, and then who? And that was him on his actual account saying that meant to be on the burner. So he let y'all know it wasn't Russ, but bro, if you gonna give me Roberson and then take Roberson away, no. First you had Cephalosha.
You had Cephalosha.
Get rid of him and then bring in Cephalosha 2.0. Roberson might have been worse than Cephalosha on offense.
Oh yeah, he was terrible.
He wouldn't even get it up.
He was terrible. He was terrible.
So it's like, brother, the narrative is, oh, he left Russ for Steph. No. Steph, a horrible situation with no shooters to a perfectly put together team that fit his talent.
And this is the thing, though. People, I just said this yesterday, I want to say on Twitter. Somebody made a tweet. I forget who made the tweet, but they were saying, how Kevin Durant, they were still talking about the Kevin Durant Warriors situation, how he just left. But literally the year before that, Clay Pop said it like the Warriors are going to go all in for Kevin Durant.
Right.
That was the year of the first ring. And I remember that because I was in Vegas drinking my ass off. I was at a pool party when I seen that tweet. And then when I seen the tweet, I went to go get more drinks after that. So I remember that vividly.
Yeah.
But it just took us to lose for us to get them. That's where he felt like they lost. I could go over there. Like, you know what I mean? So I don't, it wasn't Russ to me. And that, okay, like, I get it. He left the team and joined the team that just beat him. They was up 3-1 on that team as well. But you lose a 3-1 lead, like, for example, we lost the 3-1 lead right after that.
Right.
I wouldn't have been surprised if somebody wanted to leave, if they had an opportunity to leave.
Right.
Like, we just lost a 3-1 lead. What the fuck?
Yeah.
So, like, I don't blame him for that. I don't.
Because it was no really way that you could see they didn't have many moves they could have got that much better. They had people under contract. You look at the Warriors were still gonna be there. The Rockets, like it was a tough situation. That's the only reason why. That's why I always say, bro, if you look it's like I wasn't mad at him for leaving Russ because of the way they built that team. I just knew with him going to the Warriors, what it was gonna do to the league.
The league was over.
Now you got KD. Now, like, bro, you in a horrible. Now the Warriors fans don't like you because you left because they feel like they was entitled to you staying forever because whatever reason. And then the rest of the league don't fuck with you now because of you going there. So it's like,
I just felt like when he left, I'm a Warrior fan and a Kevin Durant fan. So honestly speaking, when he left, I might have been mad, but I wasn't mad that I was mad that he got talked out of it. It was emotions. It was emotions involved. He got into it with Draymond. I'm like, man, suck it up. Yeah. Draymond called you whatever he called you on the court. You should have called him that right back to him. You should have said, I'm way better than you. Anything. Yeah. Then you let all these media people dictate it. You let Kyrie like, come on, let's do it.
But it's also like, bro, like people like, and this is stuff that I do because I work with kids. So it's like, you got to know like how to talk to certain, you can't talk to everybody the same. Like even like, bro,
everybody the same.
Bob Myers, bro, like even after the first ring, like
it was a dig. I seen that one.
Yeah, it's like, oh well, KD, you could come, but now we talking about Steph. Now that's like shit like that. Certain people you could joke with like that, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and then it's like, okay, so that's how y'all feel. And then the fans saying it, and then you hear Draymond be like, we don't need you.
We don't need you.
Damn, bro. So Bob Myers said it as a little jokey joke, you think. And then now the fans, now Draymond, so do y'all already feel like this? Like,
right. So I get why he left. I just felt Brooklyn wasn't the best situation. He could have went to Boston. He could have went to Miami. Like, you know what I mean? You got to go to situations where, because they was trying to build something new. You know what I mean? Out in Brooklyn. They're trying to get something new. You want to go to a sustained success. You're going to be good. Like, you know what I mean? KD leave and go to Miami. Imagine KD on the Heat right now.
I've been imagining. I thought we was getting him, so I don't even want to read too.
Like, you know what I mean? Like he sit out that year. Look,
Yeah.
he sit out that year. 2019, he was hurt the whole year. Miami went to the finals 2020.
Right? You know, don't do that to me.
I'm just saying.
Damn. The only thing, bro, where I think KD is like because he was hurt, I feel like Kyrie was able to use that as leverage to be like, we're gonna do what I want to do because you hurt.
Yeah.
Like if KD, I really feel like I still think they probably would have played together, but I do not think they would have been on the Nets if KD wasn't, if he was hurt. I mean, if he wasn't hurt, because obviously if he healthy, he the best player, so he get to make the decision.
Yep.
Kyrie is like, well, damn, bro, you ain't gonna be playing this year. Like, I want to go somewhere I'm gonna be able to play and be happy and da da da.
Yep.
So it's like I feel like that played a lot into that. But
even the Knicks would have worked though. Even the Knicks have been playing okay. It's either they've been horrible or they've been decent. They ain't just been good. Like, you know what I mean? But with the pieces around them, Kyrie and KD go to the Knicks, feel like they contend.
But bro, too, I also, bro, with the Nets, I don't know, bro. Like you said earlier, the biggest, like, I really have problems with what do I think about the Nets because, bro, they only got to play 16 games together.
That's it.
They only got 16 and they was hooping. And then Kyrie and I think Harden played 35 games. It went 26-9 and they 35 together. So it's like
it's gonna be one of the biggest what ifs in history of sports to me.
Because I still feel like if they was healthy, bro, like they didn't even get to play the playoffs together. And
no, Kyrie got hurt. James was out there fat and hobbled.
James was hurt once Kyrie got hurt. He said, I'm gonna try to just play so we can have somebody out here.
Mm-hmm. And KD was a toe away.
If he didn't wear a size 1,000 shoe size, they get to the final.
That foot down one size, I think y'all win.
So like it's hard, bro. Like injuries, it's hard to say a team like that never was fully.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of the biggest what ifs. How we was talking about OKC, they should have paid Harden. You got Rush, you got KD. It's gonna be the same conversation.
It's tough, bro. It's tough.
And what's funny is KD and Harden was a part of both of them situations.
Man,
like, it's crazy.
Every time they supposed to get a ring together and shit just didn't go how it was supposed to. Life just unfair for certain niggas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, bro, and before we wrap it up, bro, we didn't get to touch on this because we didn't get back on before, but De'Aaron Fox, now he is an all-star now.
Yes.
He didn't get in with the original voter. Do you think him and Trae Young didn't get in?
Yes.
Averaging 27 to 10. What do you think about that, bro? Like, how do you feel? Do you think that they got like? What do you think? I got some words. What do you think about Fox?
Fox, I believe, was robbed. Okay. I believe he was robbed. Who? So wait, the replacements were who? It was Fox.
It was De'Aaron
and Pascal.
Pascal for the East, yep.
Okay. Yeah, Fox was robbed. He been hooping. They on the third. He's 3 seed right now. But I kind of felt that was gonna happen because then Sabonis get in.
Yeah.
I kind of felt it was gonna be one or the other. Somebody's gonna get robbed.
And that's not fair, bro. Every other team get 2-3 niggas, but they don't get 2 as a top 3 seed.
Yeah, that ain't fair. But I kind of felt that was gonna happen, just because it's politics. You know what I mean? All that. Yeah. Trae Young. Yeah. But remember, our last pod, I didn't originally have Trae Young in there. I had Brunson in there. Brunson put up 40 last night, too. Yeah. But, yes, Trae, 27 to 10, them hard to ignore. But I kind of felt like it was either going to be, one or the other, Pascal or Trae, just because they both putting up great numbers. They just on bad teams.
But it's like, damn, bro. Like, he's the only player in NBA history to average 27 to 10 and not be an all-star game.
And not be an all-star game, which is amazing.
Like, to me, I feel like he getting punished for the whole coach situation he went through.
Yeah. Yeah, that plays a part.
And I'm not even the biggest Trae Young guy. Like, I don't really even fool with Trae like that, but I don't know, bro. And I always say, if you gonna take somebody, put somebody in, you gotta take somebody off.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate to do this, bro, because he our guy. Drew Holiday didn't deserve that spot, bro. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. When
Holiday didn't deserve to be no All-Star,
when I
bro.
seen it came out, that was the one surprise to me.
Like, because then it's like, bro, so the Bucks as a top 3 seed get 2, but Sack don't get 2, and De'Aaron Fox had a way better season than Drew.
Mm-hmm.
What Drew averaging 19-7? Like, he what we know him to be.
Yep.
We still expect him to be
up on the other end.
Yeah, but an All-Star over 27-10, I can't give you that, bro.
Yeah.
What the record say?
Even Brunson. I would have put Brunson in before I put in Drew. Honestly.
For sure.
Honestly.
Both of them. So it's like, I don't even see how they even came up with that and made that in their head click. Like, that's crazy.
That's wild. It is.
And now you look at it, bro. If another player get hurt, they might do put Brunson in over Trey.
Yep.
So it's like, bro, like, that's crazy, bro. Like, I'm glad De'Aaron Fox got in, bro, because I was saying the thing about shit like this is like Anthony Edwards, they said was getting snubbed, but Anthony Young, and he crazy. He gonna be in multiple All-Star games. Trey Young, even though he missed this year, he gonna be in more. But when you get a player like De'Aaron Fox, bro, like, this is really his own, like, this is his best shot at it.
This was, since he been in the league, this is the best team he ever been on.
So it's like a player like him, you might not never get another shot this good to get there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad he was able to get in because, bro, that might have been over for him.
Yeah.
And I just don't like how it's like, oh, well, Sabonis. And Sabonis is hooping. Sabonis was for sure. Sabonis should have been a starter if they didn't do the fan vote because he don't got the juice like that. But if no fan vote, if we just do it legit, he's one of the best 5 players. I mean, one of the best 3 front court guys this year. But you can't just look at the Kings and say it's all Sabonis and it's not him and De'Aaron Fox.
Right.
Like, there's no way you can make that make sense in my head. Like, I guess I can give you the trade. Like, they not playing that good, but.
And honestly, I feel like I thought this was going to be a great move, but they're not doing nothing. When DeJounte Murray went over there, they're not really doing nothing.
Yeah, I thought it was a great move, bro, to put him but I still think it's gonna pan out. Like, they didn't
we might have to watch more, but it be certain days like Trey might be off, and DeJounte might be on, but they still lose by 20.
Right. They got to figure out how to get the rest of the guys involved. Like,
they need more defenders, in my opinion.
But, like, look at this game, though, bro. How did they lose this game to the Hornets? The last game they just played. Look at the stat lines. Hunter had 21-7.
Mm-hmm.
Who was this? Oh, Sadiq Bey played. He had 12-5. Capella had 22-7. He had 25 and 14 assists. Murray had 25-4. Bro off the bench, Okonaway. What's it? Well, no, not Okonaway. Kongwu, what's the right name?
Kongwu.
He had that used to play with Melo. He had 12-7. Brock Donovich had 11-4. But they got 38 off the bench. They started almost went for 100.
And y'all lost.
How the fuck did they lose?
That's a problem. I think I was watching that game for a little bit yesterday, and they was asking me, should I take the over or the under on the game at 241? I said, that's a lot of points, but you possibly could take the over because neither one of these teams play defense.
Right.
Neither one. And that's my thing. You got all the offensive talent you need in Atlanta, but the defense is so shaky, it's never going to show up. I don't know one team that can sustain putting up 140 points every night. It just doesn't happen.
But, bro, the crazy part is they got decent defenders. When you look at DeJounte, Hunter, Capella.
Clint Capella. Like, what's happening? That's my thing.
Yeah, they need to do a deeper dive into what's going on over there.
What's going on?
I really feel like it was a lot of shakeup, like they don't really have a direction right now. They need to get a new coach, get a new system, like get it kind of figured out. But the way the East set up right now, they in what place they in?
I want to say like top 6.
Oh, they in eighth.
Eighth.
They eighth, 3 games out of 6. Brooklyn probably gonna start falling off a little bit, so they can pick up a little. So, but it's like I still feel like they're a tough out. What if they do get to the off John?
They're gonna be out. They was just Eastern Conference Finals. No more. What, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
They're gonna be a tough out. And I feel like, you know how everybody was saying the West was wide open earlier in the year? That's the East now.
Yeah.
You got, in all honesty, you got to probably beat Philadelphia in the second round of the playoffs. Then you're going to go against either the Milwaukee or the Boston.
Do Philly got any action, bro?
They got Embiid, and Harden actually been hooping. I will say that. But y'all got a coach named Glenn Rivers. Glenn is terrible in the playoffs. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You take that one ring away from him. What is it? 2-1 here, 2-1 there, 2-1 here, 2-1 there.
Yeah.
Didn't he blow one in the finals? Wasn't they up 2-1 on Kobe in the finals?
What year?
2010.
Oh, yeah. They was up.
They was up, right?
Yeah.
Blew that.
And they was up in game 4.
Blew that.
I for sure thought they was gonna get that one. I ain't gonna lie.
I did. I thought, hey, they got the better team. Kobe's still Kobe, but I don't, y'all blew that.
Yeah, I want to believe, bro. I do, because I feel like Harden been hooping, bro. I feel like he get, like, I think he being a little timid with scoring though, because like you could be the pass first guy, but we still need you to get a bucket here and there, a little bit more consistent. Maxey doing his thing. I think they finally got rid of Tice, and they got Jalen McDaniels now.
Streaky shooter.
I think that's who they traded for was Jalen. Yeah, they traded Jalen Daniels.
Okay. It's not a bad pickup for that team.
Yeah, they got House. They got Harold is trash damn near. Maxey back off the bench. I like him back off the bench. They got a cool little team, bro. Yeah, but if I had to say it right now, I would probably go Bucks. So you got Bucks, Suns, if you had to bet on it.
If I had to bet on it today, it would be Bucks, Suns, what we watched 2 years ago. What we watched 2 years ago. That'll be my finals pick right now.
I honestly was gonna still go with Luka, bro. If we did this 2 days ago, I was still going with Luke. But bro, watching Rudy Gobert go 9 for 9 last night. Just thinking what Chris Paul doing coming off a screen with Aiden just lobbing it up to him, it's just like, I need to see a little bit more.
Yeah, that's the thing. I want to watch the Suns. They play tonight. I'm not sure if KD playing, but they got the Kings tonight.
He's still hurt, right?
I believe he was still hurt. I haven't seen anything that it was like he's, to return or anything like that.
Practiced it a little bit the other day, but I don't know if he was going through full practice.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh man, bro, I'm just pissed that Luka finally got some help, and their biggest op got KD. Like KD just keep throwing riches in my fucking plans, bro. Like
that was literally 2 days, a day.
Couldn't even really celebrate getting Kyrie.
I looked, I said, "Oh, Kyrie." I'm like, "All right, that's nice."
Yeah.
Then literally the next day, KD on the verge of being traded. It went from Kyrie. I watched First Take that morning. I watched Stephen A say Kevin Durant is on the verge of getting traded, but he said the Celtics. He never even mentioned the Suns. He was like, KD for Jaylen Brown. Keep your eye on it.
My thing is, bro, remember KD said he wanted to come to the Suns or the Heat. How did we just get completely out the mix? We was one of the teams he wanted.
Yeah. Yeah. And the way it's looking, y'all wasn't gonna be. Y'all could have gave up Lowry. Y'all could have gave up either Tyler or Duncan Robinson. And hella picks. And it's gonna work.
You could have damn near gave up Jimmy irritating ass at this point. All I give a damn. Jimmy's starting to get on my nerves, bro.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I was sick, bro. Oh, and last point I want to make too, bro, about the Mavs before we lock off is everybody saying that Kyrie might not sign back this summer, which I think is a chance he do. And I know he also want to go play with Brian and them. But either way, bro, it was a trade that had to happen. People saying if
Right.
he don't resign, it's if he don't resign, it was a bad move. I disagree 100%.
I disagree with that.
Due to the fact, bro, for one, you need to show your best player that you're making moves to put him in position to win. He
Mhm.
needed to see that we will go all in if it's a player available that's in our grasp. One. Two, it also get Dinwiddie off the books. It also get Finney off the books, who Dinwiddie's going to get paid in a little bit. And they was going to pay Dinwiddie based off the fact that they didn't pay Brunson and he ended up started hooping, which I still don't think was a bad thing not to pay Brunson, because next to Luka, he better over there where he could be the man.
He better over there. Yeah.
But that decision of not getting Brunson was going to get Dinwiddie overpaid.
Yep.
So now it's like, even if Kyrie leave, Kyrie make 30-something, that's 30-something off the books. They have room to go back and move around and get another free agent or make another trade and try to find somebody to fill that spot. But it alleviates you of making a bad decision based off emotion of bringing in Dinwiddie for more money. So it's like, to me, obviously I hope Kyrie stay because Luka my guy. But if you do leave, Mark Cuban, you get an A+ in my book, because there's no way Luka with the team they had was going to win. At least they got action now. And if that don't work out, bro, you can't tell me players don't want to go play with Luka. If somebody get a free agent and you look over there and they got $35 million, he could get somebody.
Tax free too.
Tax free, bro. So you feel me? It's either Kyrie long term or you go and try to find his true second option. Brunson was not his true second option. Neither was Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie was more of a 6-man player. So it's like, to pay him $25-30 million a year would have been ridiculous.
No.
But they would have to give it to him. They would have
had to give it to him just because they didn't pay Brunson.
So it's like, to me, bro, they did good. Obviously, KD going there and threw a wrench in their whole little plan. But for me, thumbs up, bro.
Yeah, you get a thumbs up from me. It's like, all right, you got to be risky. You got to take risks to get rewards. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So him, yes, you're basically showing Luka, we trying to get you some help.
Right.
Like, don't even trip. We trying to get you some help.
We're doing all we can.
We doing all we can. We got Kyrie, you know what I mean? One of the greatest talents in basketball that we have seen.
Right.
If he don't want to stay, all right, fine. But if not, we got all this money in cap space now. Now we can really try to find you somebody, build a real squad around you. You know what I mean?
And it's like, oh, they gave him a first. Like, bro,
first don't mean nothing.
It's gonna be a 25th pick or later, damn near guaranteed. Don't nobody care about that.
It's the same thing with the Niners. How everybody be like, the Niners gave up all these picks. We know we're going to the playoffs. We're going to we have been to the NFC Championship how many times in the last 5 years?
Right. Stop playing with us.
Stop playing, man. Stop playing.
Let's talk about something else, because stop it with us, bro. Hey, bro. I know that's off topic, but for my boy Dijon, like, yeah, bro, y'all gave all the picks for trade, bro. Y'all don't have to trade to get some picks back, bro. We don't need nobody. Our team loaded every position. We good. We don't need to trade him if he.
I don't. As far as our team go, and hey, Dad, we're gonna be at training camp this year. We will be watching that.
Yeah.
we but we can use a little more help on the O-line.
Yeah.
A little more help. The back end could use a little more help. Other than that, we fine.
And if we could use another edge rusher.
We can use another rusher, but look, hopefully Drake Jackson takes that leap from his rookie year to his second year.
Right.
Then that'll be cool. What I don't like, I want them to restructure Armstead's contract.
Facts.
That's what I didn't like it when he signed the contract.
I remember you said that on Twitter for sure.
I said this could come and bite us in the ass. He don't do much. Like if this was like Chris Jones, an inside guy who getting 15 sacks, by all means, do what you do.
Right.
But you know what I mean? Like you stop the run. That's what you do. But other than that, what?
Yeah, you making too much money, bucko.
You making too much money.
And we finna make Bosa the highest paid player in NFL history on defense. So we gonna need a little bit of that back. Or restructured, or we can make it a signing bonus or something, my boy.
Something.
Yeah. But shit, Red, bro. We gonna be back on, bro. We getting back to doing it more regular. We finna get it back going. The league giving us nothing but topics. We will be back. Shoot, closer to the All-Star break is this weekend.
Yes.
This weekend. Okay, we'll get another episode in. We'll see how that go. I'm interested to see now that they're doing the All-Star picks right before the game, how that's gonna look. That's gonna be interesting to see who pick who. We can get into that though. We gonna sign up out of here. Red, appreciate you for coming on, brother. Another good episode. Hey, y'all tune in, like, subscribe on Instagram, YouTube. You know what to do. We out. Peace.
Peace.